Islam is a general as a concept and as a belief. It's a total belief. You believe in Allah, you believe in the Day of Judgment, you believe in the angels, you believe in the messengers, in the book, in the predestiny. So that's as a total. Denying any aspect of it is like denying it all. So for the one who chooses not to believe in that, or he doesn't believe in that, or he have doubts over that till he die, okay, it's like he denies everything in Islam, i.e. he is not a Muslim. What will happen to him is what will happen to anyone who doesn't believe in the deen of Allah, who dying upon other than the belief of Islam, which in the belief of Muslims is going to the hell. And let me here talk into details. Like, for example, if somebody said, I don't believe in this, yes, we are going to die, we turn to dust. Other than that, I don't believe in anything. This, and the one who would say, okay, it's going to happen and everybody is dying, but I have some doubts about what you guys said. Unless I got a proof, I'm not sure about that. Or for somebody, yes, there is a life after death, but he thinks that this is too harsh, this is too much, this is too tough. I'm afraid the three of them under one category. This is an unseen, which in Islam being classified as ghaib, and ghaib, which everything that's not present, including stuff happen before, things which will happen in the future, and things happening right now, but they are not present, you are not looking at them, and nobody is seeing them. So you are not seeing them, and nobody is telling you about the meanings of an eyewitness who saw that. This is what goes under the category of ghaib. And the opposite of ghaib is shahada, meaning present. Something that's you looking at it, or somebody saw it and he's telling you that. So unseen is part of the unseen, what will happen next. Death, what's after death, what will happen to the soul, the journey of the soul, and then the resting of it in paradise or in hell by the end of the journey. All that is unseen. Denying any part of it, like denying all aspects of Islam. It is as clear as this one. Doubting any aspect of the unseen is like doubting the whole religion of Islam. And at the beginning of the Quran, the longest surah of the Quran, Surah Al-Baqarah, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said about the qualities of the believers. He said, Alif Lam Mim, ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين. The first quality, الذين يؤمنون بالغيب. Indeed, in that book, meaning the Quran, there is a admonishing guidance for the pious, for those who maintain piety. And the first quality of them, they believe in the unseen. They do believe in the unseen. Believe whatever is there in the Quran, they believe in that. Whatever they've been told through the messenger, peace be upon him, they believe in that. This is the unseen. Whatever they've been told, what will happen next, they do believe in that. Denying this is denying the whole religion of Islam, as simple as that. Now somebody will say, I need a proof for this. It's around you and it's in front of you. You see vegetations coming from nothing, growing green, then turning to yellow, then dying and going away, and then coming back again, and the cycle is going on and on and on. In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, this is the way you are going to come out. You were nothing, you came out, you lived, and then you die, and you are going to come back again, not in this life, but in another form of life, in another life, which is totally different than this one. But like that vegetation, like those plants and trees, they came out, they die, and then they are coming again and reliving again. That's what will happen to us. We're dying, we're coming back again. The one who got us at the first place, meaning the one who created us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He created us out of no previous example. Now He is redoing us again, recreating us again, and we all know that redesigning is easier than designing. If you have an example and you're designing upon that, you're just redesigning, it's easier. But for the first one who designed, who created, that is the one who did the whole job, the whole thing. So for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's the one who created, and out of no example, because He's God, He's the creator. So for Him to redo us again, to recreate us again, is easier for Him. The way that is He brought us in, the way that He's going to bring us back again in the Day of Judgment, this is what will happen. Now for the one who will deny that, we will tell him simply, just wait. This is coming. Whatever you live, 10 years, 20 years, 60 years, it's going to come. And whatever you deny today, tomorrow is going to be a fact. Now here we're going to say, maybe we are wrong. Maybe. Maybe you are right, and there is nothing, there is nothing but dust. I'm telling you, we're losing nothing. We live as you live, we enjoy our life as you enjoy your life. Even what you think is a burden, like praying and fasting and submitting to God, it's not a burden over us. We enjoy that. So the way that you enjoy your life, we do, and better than what you think and what you see. The only difference is that if we are right and you are wrong, and God knows that is we are right, if that's true, and if there's a possibility, and if you are fair enough to be an atheist or to believe in whatever religion is that, fair enough, there is a possibility that is even 1%, if not 50 or if not 100%. If there's a possibility that we are right, then you get to think again what will happen to you. I'm telling you, not right now, so be aware of that. What will happen to you is misery after misery after misery. You're going to hell. It's as simple as that. And you're going to get punished. And there's a punishment in the grave. And the process of angels coming down, you're looking at them, those faces are you are going to look at them. The angel of this who's going to talk to you, you get to be ready for that. Unfortunately, if you wait till that time, to believe or not, it's too late. And there's no coming back. There's no coming back from there. And regret will not benefit, I'm afraid. And many who has this and went through this, but they never came back to tell us. So don't wait for that. I'm simply asking you, if you do not believe in what I say, go back, check the whole religion of Islam, the whole concept of Islam. If Quran is right, is correct, and is enough for you to believe in, then this is part of it. But the religion of Islam in general is convincing, and it is, then this is part of it. This is for the one who deny that at all. For the one who has doubts, and those doubts, either to be from his original belief, we'll tell him simply, go back, check your belief. If they are firm enough, you believe God has a son, and He brought that son in, as many in this world right now believe in that. You believe God has a son, and He brought this son to be sacrificed, and you are free, and you are going away free because of sacrifice of somebody else. You get to check that concept, you get to check that book, and you get to revise it. Any shaking in there, you get to look for a solid ground, i.e. Islam, the book of Quran. Go back and check that. I'm telling you to go back and check the whole concept. Or if that shaking, you are a Muslim, as many Muslims, and they have doubts into what I said. Yes, they know they are going to die. Yes, they know there is a life will be after this one. But maybe I'm too harsh, too extreme. And the source of this are many stuff. One thing is ignorance, and the cure of the ignorance is through knowledge. What I spoke is through the knowledge what's in the Quran through the knowledge which is in the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and only I speak in the authentic narrations. So the Prophet of the Messenger, and through the scholars of the Islam, starting from the Sahaba, the companions of the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who took straight from the messengers, and from the Tabi'een, their successors, those who took straight from them, and this knowledge being inherited like that. So they took it straight from the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who took it from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This knowledge is firm, i.e., قال Allah, قال Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what Allah said, what the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, and verifying the source of it, meaning it get to be authentic. If it is, then there is no argumentation calling tough or ease or compromising something. Knowledge is not for compromising. Knowledge is either you believe in it or you don't believe in it. So where those doubts came from? Came from that the way we practice the religion of Islam. Number one, we are not that good practitioners. We are not that good practitioners of the religion of Islam. And when we practice the religion of Islam, we try to take it ease up on ourselves. And even when we go through the worship or through do and not to do prohibitions, what God and the Messenger made this prohibited, don't come closer to it, avoid it. Or God said this is permissible, take it. Or God said this is a mandatory over you, a fard, a wajib, you have to do that. Or God, or the Messenger said that will take you closer to Allah and it's highly recommended. So we want to do the minimum, we want to do the least with regard to worship, and we want to follow our desires, our lusts with regard do and not to do. So avoiding stuff, and they are forbidden and strongly forbidden for you to go and touch them, what we call the major sins. Muslims are falling into them. Those people, for sure, they do not want to hear about death. They do not want to hear about the hereafter. They do not want to hear about punishment in the grave. So what to do? Let's run for shortcuts. Let's run for easy stuff. No, it's not for us. Oh, there's doubts about this one, there's doubts about that one. The source of those doubts are nothing but desire and lusts, unfortunately. You get to be firm. What Allah, you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the one who told the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam about this. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, your example and my example, his entire life was worried about this. Even several times when he would go to the grave, look at the grave, he would seek refuge by Allah from the punishment inside the grave. So it's going to happen, and it's going to come, and there is a severe life in there. And the advice, the everlasting advice the Messenger ﷺ gave to us is that he said, stop oppression, stop trespassing, meaning the borders of Allah, the lines for the Muslim not to cross. This is forbidden, don't cross the line. This is fard, you have to do it. This is major sin, you have to avoid. Now you stop by those borders, yes, you still have some fear about what will happen there. It's dark, it's cold, there may be a punishment, or there may be but when the time comes, if you are by those borders and you're doing what you're supposed to do, you are going to feel calm, you are going to feel safety. Else, that is the fear, and hereafter is inevitable. You cannot run away from it, you cannot run away from death. If somebody says that he's not going to die, he's insane, he has something with his mind. So everybody knows that he's going to die. You as a Muslim, you have something more. You have this knowledge about the hereafter. What you may be lacking is yaqeen, conviction about this. Meaning, you work upon what you know. You try to build your iman, your faith, upon what you know, not upon what you desire.